Hello everyone, I am here in Chile at Alitar volcano. I'm just going to do a quick spin round of our current location and then tell you a little bit. So this is Alitar volcano. Lots of active fumaroles and we can see all of the yellow colouring here. It is a fantastic landscape. Every time I come to Chile, I am just absolutely astounded by the diversity of the landscape, and the Atacama and the areas surrounding it are just spectacular. And we can see here some volcanic centres, and Lascar, one of the more famous volcanoes in Chile, is behind there. And I also like to point out the small snippets of green you see in various locations, and you always see lots of vicuña running around those spots. And also this time I've seen the odd wild donkey, which was interesting to see. So I am here on an international field class, and at this field class there are students from across the South America and Central America, and the purposes of this field class is to learn a little bit more about gas geochemistry and what gas can tell us about volcanic locations. So we can think a little bit about the compositions of gas, the amount of gas, and it's important that we can instruct on the use of techniques such as direct sampling, where you can get really detailed information on the compositions of different gas, but also measure from a distance using some of those techniques I've spoken about before, including UV cameras, and also DOAS, which is differential optical absorption spectroscopy. It's a way of pointing at an individual point within the sky, and you build up a picture of the plume. We'll be doing that tomorrow at a volcano called Putana. And around again, and we can see groups down in the crater there. The groups down in the crater are measuring soil CO2 flux, and they're looking at the spatial distribution. So lots of different volcanic centres, they release soil they release carbon dioxide through the soil. So it's important to get a gauge of how much is coming out diffusely through the soil. And in the distance here, we can see people here. They are directly sampling some of the gases which are coming out of fumarole at locations. And earlier, using a technique called a multigas, I performed some transects, moving through this fumarole field, zigzagging through these different little terraces through time to get a picture of the type and the amount of gases which are coming out. So that is me in Chile. We have one more day in the field tomorrow, and I am here at the Sigeflu field class, working with a great group of people out here. It's always amazing fun coming to these locations, and we've been staying in San Pedro de Atacama, and that is about 2,500 meters, and we spent 3 days there doing lessons. So coming up to these altitudes, so we're at 4,700 meters today, has been far easier than it has been in the past. See some of my previous video blog posts in Peru, where I went up to Ubinas and did it a bit too quickly. But this has been a really nice slow build up to the high altitude work, and an amazing landscape as always to work in. That's it from me. See you soon.